And we'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the Clara Luper Show. Join Sister Clara Luper here each and every Saturday from 9 until 10 at your number one gospel station, KTLV. And until next Saturday, may God bless you.
And the views and opinions expressed on the preceding program were not necessarily those of AM Radio 1220 KTLV.
Father, I need your help in a hand.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, and happy pre-Easter wherever you are. This is the Clara Luper Radio Show, and today's show is being brought to you by your favorite Allstate insurance agent, Merlin Hildred. Merlin is located at 730 North Britton Road in Oklahoma City. The telephone number is 843-0811. Today is an Easter special, and I would like to invite you to call a friend, as Calvin has always told you to do, and tell them that this is a show that you've been waiting a whole week on. You have been waiting for an opportunity to hear exactly what's happening from Clara Luper's standpoint in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. You're doing your Easter shopping, and you're getting ready for that big Easter dinner. Then go to Hometown, 2001 Northeast 23rd Street, and take advantage of the bargains that are there. Hometown is open 24 hours, so you can shop early or in the middle of the day or late at night. Happy Easter from Dr. A.L. Dowell, your optometrist, located at 934 Northeast 8th Street in Oklahoma City. You may call Dr. Dowell for an appointment, 235-0536, and he and Dr. Al Dowell and his father will take care of business. Johnson's Jardinas extend to you Easter greetings. Johnson's Jardinas, located at 1643 Northeast 50th Street. The telephone number is 424-4656. Once again, Johnson's Jardinas, 1643 Northeast 50th Street, 424-4656. You can have your cake and eat it too at Leo's Barbecue, 3631 North Kelly in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. That telephone number is 424-5367 if you want some special catering services. You need a new mattress where you can sleep, and you can really dream. Go to Discount Carpet and Furniture, located at 501 Northwest 23rd Street in Oklahoma City. Discount Carpet, 501 Northwest 23rd Street in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. We have a very special guest that will be with us today, and we are really excited about it. So many of you have called and congratulated the Miss Black Oklahoma City Committee for that fine pageant that happened last Saturday night. The winner, Miss Black Oklahoma City, Ronelle Walker, who will represent the capital city in the state pageant June the 14th June the 17th through the 24th. The Miss Black Oklahoma County, a very beautiful lady, and this is certainly good news for people at Millwood School, because you've heard her voice through the years that she's been in that school, and now Miss Marty Meadows is Miss Black Oklahoma County, Larty Meadows. The first Miss Black Oklahoma State pageant of the 20th century will consist of the following contestants: Miss Black Ardmore, Miss Black Bristow, Miss Black Cameron University, Miss Black Comanche County, Miss Black Dale City, Miss Black Duncan, Miss Black Langston University, and incidentally that pageant will be held next Saturday night. Miss Black Midwest City, Miss Black Oklahoma City, Miss Black Oklahoma City University, Miss Black Oklahoma State, Miss Black Oklahoma State at Okmulgee, Miss Black Oklahoma University, Miss Black Okmulgee, Miss Black Muskogee. That pageant will be on May 6th. Miss Black Quail Springs, Miss Black Rose State College, Miss Black Spencer, Miss Black Southwestern, Miss Black Stevens County, Miss Black Tatum's, Miss Black Tulsa, Miss Black Tulsa County, Miss Black Turley, Miss Black UCO, Miss Black Village, and Miss Black Forest Park. Never before have we had such a lineup of beautiful young ladies that will arrive in Oklahoma City on June 17th, and they will worship on Father's Day at the Emmanuel Baptist Church here in Oklahoma City. Yes, it's time now, and I want you to get behind Miss Black Oklahoma City and Miss Black Oklahoma County and all of the other contestants. Show these young people that you love them, you appreciate what they stand for, what they believe. And be sure and say Happy Easter to each one of the winners, because they are winners. This portion of our program is brought to you by Compassionate Home Care Incorporated, located at 301 South Bryant in Edmond, Oklahoma. That telephone number is 844-4006. I want to thank you for calling me last week, thanking me for telling you about a new tourist and charter company here in the Oklahoma City area. I told you last week about Sam's Tours and Charters. I told you that tours company is now available for all of your transportation needs. Are you planning a church trip, a family trip, family reunions, church camp, Masonic, sorority, fraternity, whatever you are planning, you are to call this number. Now write it down. 670-6919. 670-6919. And they will take you where you are going, and they will pick you up. They are a sound company with references. Now, once again, let me give you that number. Sam's Tours and Charters. The telephone number is 670-6919. And as for Sam Webb, Sam Webb will take care of you. Well, he's had the experiences, and we'll be telling you about Sam, all of this month. We just have one more Saturday there. But anyway, that's Sam's Tours and Charters. Telephone number 670-6919. Congratulations to Miss Walker and Miss Meadows. And I know your friends out there are very happy that Oklahoma City have two outstanding young ladies that will be representing them. Now, so many have called, and we want to know what you can do to help. Well, the tickets will be very limited because we do have 28 contestants. We have 15 pages, 15 escorts, and the tickets are going to be hard to get. So you better call for your reservations for tickets if you plan to see it. This pageant this year will be televised, and it will start at exactly 7:30 p.m. The doors will open at 15 minutes to 7, and if you want a seat, you had better be there and be on time. Being on time, says the Compassionate Home Care, is what they specialize on. They will be on time, taking care of your relatives, taking care of their needs. Call 844-4006. Don't try to administer that medicine yourself and you know you don't know how to do it. Leave it to specialists that will do it for you. Well, Easter is here, and tomorrow is Easter. As we celebrate Easter this year, we will do it with a deep sense of gratitude, because a long time ago something happened on Easter that changed the course of history. Reverend John Reed will be here today, not only to deliver our Easter message for each one of you, but to tell you about some things that will be happening in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Kevin and I had quite an argument this morning on the situation in Miami. And Janet Reno, the Justice Department, went in this morning and took the little boy, and he is now with his father in Washington, D.C. I don't know how you feel about it, but I do know that I'm happy that the father has the son. And I know if it had been my child, I certainly would have wanted my child. And I think that's what Janet Reno so eloquently did. This is the Clara Luper radio show, and I'm talking about Allstate. I'm talking about home, life, boat, any kind of insurance. Call Merlin or April, 843-0811. I call Calvin. Yes, Reverend Reed will be here. Once again, you will have the opportunity to hear the Easter story as told by Reverend John Reed, the pastor of the Fairview Baptist Church. Happy Easter from Mrs. Gloria Matthews and Mr. Paul Matthews of Johnson Sardinas. And they want me to remind you that not only can you get service on 50th Street, but you can also do it on Martin Luther King, on Martin Luther King at Johnson Sardinas number 2. Yes, you're listening, and I want to thank my little nephew who said, Miss Luper, you really love, no, he said, Aunt Clara, you really love spirituals, and what I'm going to do for you is to give you all of the spirituals that I have, and I have a large number of them. I'm going to put them on tape, and you can play them. You're right, I love spirituals. Well, have you sent your census sheets in, your papers? And someone from the Census Department should be here today. If not, I would like to remind you that there are still jobs open. And I would like to thank all of you that have taken tests, and those jobs are supposed to start real soon because we've got to have a count. No wonder then that everybody's excited about it. Stephen Billingsley has been in town, and he's completing his second year as a pastor of a church in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We are certainly proud of Reverend Billingsley. Last Sunday, I had the opportunity to speak in Pawnee, Oklahoma, for their Women's Day. They have named their Women's Day the Clara Luper's Women's Day, and I was a speaker. When I arrived in Pawnee, Oklahoma, they had an old-fashioned country dinner, all prepared for us. And when I tell you that dinner was delicious, don't take my word for it. My husband, C.P. Wilson, will tell you the same thing. They met us at the door. They escorted us into the dining area, and did we have a ball. All of the ladies were dressed in white, and it was something to see. And I would like to thank Reverend Corbett and those of you from the Pawnee area that gave me the opportunity to share that exciting Women's Day with you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was a goodbye to my sorority sister, Opaline Watkins. It was a goodbye that reminds you of what a good life can accomplish. Never before have we heard such a message as was delivered by Reverend Meshack. In 11 minutes, he had delivered one of the most astounding, most of the profound eulogies that this reporter has ever heard. And today, on behalf of the Watkins family, and on behalf of the Zeta Phi Beta sorority, I would like to say thank you for giving us far more than when we went to Tabernacle Baptist Church. We had never dreamed of what would happen to our minds as Reverend Meshack delivered the eulogy. A eulogy about a woman. And he said something that I want to share with you. He said that Opaline Watkins told him, said, Pastor, I want you to say something good about me while I can hear it. And Reverend Meshack said to all of us, if you have something good to say about somebody, say it while they are alive, so they can hear it, so they can feel it. So if you have anything good to say about anybody, say it now. And I often tell you over and over that if you have something good to say about anybody, do it now. And Easter is a good time to do it. A time to sit up and say the things that you would like to have somebody say about you. Now, there are many times that we like to say bad things about people, but that's not bad. Because if you have something bad to say about Clara Luper, that's good. I say to you, give me a lemon and I'll make some lemonade. I say to you, give me a hog head, and in the tradition of my forefathers, I will give you some hog-head cheese. I say to you, give me the guts out of that hog. I'll take those guts down to the river and wash the inside of them out, and I will give you chitlins. Yes, there are so many times that if we say something bad about people, we can take that badness and turn it into goodness. Congratulations are coming in for Miss Black, Oklahoma City, Renee Walker, and Miss Black, Oklahoma County. We really thank you, and I know that they will thank you, and they will soon be on our radio show and share some moments with you. If these young people come to you and ask you to buy an ad and a ticket, buy it because a souvenir book for Miss Black, Oklahoma will be one of the greatest books that you have ever seen. And I know you would like to be there because that will be the book of books. Souvenir 2000. And you may call me 424-3949 or 424-2384. Yes, time marches on, and it's Easter time again. We would like to thank all of you for being with us. You've been with us through many Easters, and I will be happy to know that you are thinking about us on this Easter. Yes, it's Easter time. Hello? Hello? Oh, I hope I have connections. I don't have connections. Well, that's all right. I will have. I would like to thank all of you then for being with me through many Easters. And to some of us, this Easter will be one of remembrance. And certainly I will remember Hoffman, Oklahoma, and the speeches that I used to say down in Hoffman. I never shall forget one. The mother of Jesus is the queen of all nations. She will never be lost from our sight. And I went on in that speech that Mrs. Jessie English taught me to tell you how Jesus' mother was there with her. Calvin, you are all smiles, and we've been taking different sides this morning. How are you?
Fantastic, Mom. First of all, let me say to you and especially to our listening audience, happy Easter celebration. I hope that all of us are taking the true meaning of Easter to heart, and we'll be doing it right this weekend. But then I have to say good morning to the host of the best radio show on all radio, and that's none other than the Clara Luper radio show. And of course, those of you who are regular listeners know what I'm going to say next. Call a friend, call a neighbor, and invite them to be a part of this, the Clara Luper radio show, because we want your opinions. We want to hear how you feel about what's happening here, not only in Oklahoma City, but across this great country, this great nation of ours. And we're looking forward to talking with you. The phone number out here is 672-1220. But, Mom, I think that caller has come through now, and we're ready to talk with them and see what they have to say.
Hello?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Coco Thomas, your fantastic reporter. Last Saturday at 7:30, the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant took place at the Bricktown Central Plaza. It was gorgeous. It was one of the best. Also, remember that the state pageant is coming up. You can pick up the tickets that I'm selling at Stell's Restaurant. The NAACP Youth Council meeting is at 7 o'clock every Monday. I hope to see you there. This is Coco Thomas, your fantastic reporter.
Coco, some people have been asking, what are you wearing this Easter?
This Easter, I'm going to be wearing a white dress with a skirt and a hat and some white shoes.
Oh, you're wearing a hat this Easter?
Yes, I am.
Well, thank you so
What
very
will
much.
Mrs. Stale be wearing? That'd be the outstanding thing. Coco, tell your grandma we said hello and keep listening. And thanks so much for the great job she's doing here. And she's done. Mrs. Stale, we love you dearly. But Coco, our fantastic reporter with another word, fabulous. I wonder if I can use that word on the air again.
I don't know.
She's gone.
Okay. Well, that was Coco. Okay, Calvin,
Well,
we
this
have
is,
taken different sides on the situation in Miami. Express your opinion.
Well, of course, I have an opinion, and opinions dime a dozen. But I equated it to the fact that, that people across this country that have often been afraid of the power of the federal government saw another opportunity this morning when the Justice Department, the federal government, all those different agents when they stormed that house and got that kid out of there before he's been awakened. And you and I both know situations across here, right here in Oklahoma City, when people have been surprised like that. But then that's what it is when you're in America. You have to be ready to for whatever. And no matter, and I think of what's going to be happening, the reactions that's going to be happening, is when the people realize that if you would have had a gun, the gun control laws, if you'd had a gun in there then, it wouldn't have done you any good. I think also the mothers and fathers right here in Oklahoma City and in different cities who've separated and whose the custody is a battle, if they would have been able to have that type of assistance from our government, which we know has not happened, not in the city, not in the state. Nowhere has there ever been that much help for one young man or one young kid. And I sympathize with the family because I think that if the mother
Okay, now what family are you talking about?
I'm talking about Gonzalez's family, where he was, the family that this young man has floated over 90 miles of sea. You've been to sea, you crossed the sea, you've been to Japan, but then that's quite a bit more. But then this man's mother had made the decision to bring him here to the greatest country in the world. And in making that decision, I don't know if she debated it with her husband or what the real true effect on that was, but I do know this, that she decided that my son is going with me to freedom. She lost her life, but that young man has a strong constitution, and he was able to survive and then to come over here and to be definitely traumatized, one, by being in water for all that length of time, two, by as soon as you get out of the water going to Disneyland, that had to be another trauma for him. And then also seeing the many different things that the Miami Cuban community has and the many different things that we have here in America and the freedom to do that the family down there in Miami knows about. And, the young man...
You're saying that their father didn't have a right to his own son?
He had a right, but then I think that the mother made the decision. I know that the mother had made the decision.
But the mother is
dead.
Right.
But the dad is there over in Cuba, which we know is a communist country, a country that has their own dictatorial powers, have their own way of doing things. And I think that if the mother's decision was to come to America, to give this young man an opportunity to have just a taste of this thing we call freedom, that should have had more precedence.
Are you saying that the father doesn't have a right to make a decision about his own son?
The father may have had a right, but he's not a citizen of our country.
But he's a citizen of Cuba.
Right. Well, he should have come with the mother and the son when they came in there.
But they were separated, Calvin.
That's what I'm saying.
Calvin, are you really saying that father
listen,
didn't have a right to his own son?
I'm saying that the father and the mother were separated. He did not have custody of the child here, as we call it. Let's put it like this. Okay, we're in Hoffman, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Okay, we're hitchhiking from Hoffman to Oklahoma City. Something happens, and then the survivor is the kid. Now, would I go back to Hoffman after trying to get away from Hoffman, Oklahoma, or would I not?
You would if your father was in Hoffman, Oklahoma.
I doubt it, Mom.
And your father loves you.
The
father has a right to his son.
That's my opinion. The father has rights, but he has Cuban rights. I don't think he has American rights. And I feel sorry for our federal government. I feel sorry for the intense power we showed to get a 6-year-old.
But what else could we do? They had ordered him.
We could have had that family sit down with that young man from Cuba. No, they haven't tried. They didn't give
They
the
have
kid.
tried.
Why would he go to D.C. instead of coming to Miami?
Because he did not want to see, and I think that's commendable.
I
He's got a
think.
scene now. Okay, we
Can
got
I
an opinion
intercede
over-
here? I think the whole thing needs to be buried. I'm so tired of hearing about Alien Gonzalez.
Well,
We've got to change his name to Illegal Alien Gonzalez. I
well,
think.
that he is. But then because he made it to the shores of America, and he's so young, he deserves an opportunity to be an American.
Well, what
And
about
it-
the Haitian children?
Well,
The Haitians that
the
came to
Haitians,
America,
okay, I
they
agree
sent
with-
them back.
They
the
sent them
Haitians,
back.
the Mexicans back to Juarez and Tijuana, they send them all back when they come across the border over here. It's the same difference. I
Well,
think we just leave them alone. Just drop the whole thing,
that
send it
is
back
true
there,
too.
and
Then
boom.
we can go on a little further. We can think of the Mexican children. We can think of the Haitian children that have been separated from their mother and their father, but they've come to America, and then they've had an opportunity to be here, at least to be in camp someplace, an opportunity to make an appeal. They don't. A lot of Haitians, a lot of Mexicans, if they have family here, you know, I don't know that much about what all happens, but if they have a family here, then they have an opportunity to stay with that family and to become an American citizen. Imagine, Mom, just imagine being in a communist country and then taking a chance to float across 90 miles of sea in a little beggar-long raft, no bigger than your bathtub maybe, but barely floatable, and then coming here and then being told to go back. I think that we in America have to understand what our true purpose is, and that we offer something that no other country in the world has, and that is
And that
freedom.
is freedom. And that's the freedom for a father to have his own son.
This
That's
is
the
true.
freedom for a mother to make a decision for a child.
But the mother is dead.
And the mother had made the decision for her son to be American.
Well, you
But we have a
heard
caller,
Cal.
Mama. We
Okay.
have a caller. We'll see what they. But you know, I'm right in my own way, and I'm
Hello.
sure that those of you out there who agree with me, you know that I'm right, because in many a situation, the mother has taken a child to another city, taken them to another state, and it's the same thing. But that child has an opportunity to unite with family and to be adopted.
Well,
to
thank
be,
God
taken
the little
care
boy's
of.
been united with his father.
Oh,
That's
Mom,
all
that's the way that
And if it's
the way that we united them, that doesn't sit very well with me.
How about we take care of our own kids in this country? Don't
Well,
worry about illegal alien Gonzalez.
No, we have that problem. See, one of the responsibilities of freedom is the responsibility. We decided a long time ago to police the world and to show the light of freedom and to invite people. One thing the Statute of Liberty says is that we welcome you. You know, and once you get in here, no matter if it's illegal or legal or whatever, but once you get in here, you have an opportunity to become a legal American citizen. You have an opportunity to vote. You have an opportunity to pay taxes.
Okay.
But
okay,
we have to
Calvin.
take care
But I
of
still
America.
say a father has the right to his own
Well,
son.
I agree that.
Okay, do we have someone
American
on the line?
citizen.
Hello?
Yes, we do.
Hello, Sister Luper. And first, let me give all honor to God and to my pastor, Pastor Mitchell over at Tabitha Baptist Church, and wish everyone a happy Easter. And Miss Luper, I've been faithful listening to your program since I was a child.
Oh, great.
Since I was a child. But just left Brother Gates' barbershop, so I'm getting my hair done, so I'm going to
That's
say
Deacon
hello to him
Gates'
while he's over there. But, Calvin,
Yes.
and you know, I love you, brother, and I really respect your opinion. However, this family was given every opportunity to do, and the kids still have the opportunity for freedom.
Okay.
But they had no other opportunity to do what they had to do. Now, if the shoe was on the other foot, if it was my child,